this something.
Yo, welcome to another JefeCast on the 8th of March, 2023. How you doing? I meant to get to y'all last week with this whole Creed thing, but, I have a life. And sometimes I can't always make it over. Had my daughters over this weekend. Woo! Love them, but they are special. Let's just say that. Outside of that, Jesus Christ, I say that Jay, this nigga brings over. So, we got a few things to run through today. Just a few. I want to go over the Creed. I want just go the Creed movie. I want to go over Last of Us latest episode. I want to go over Mayor of Kingstown. We're going to talk about John Morant. We're going to talk about this billboard and these. I haven't even looked at the full billboard list, but when I saw that Kendrick Lamar was number 2, I'm not knocking the man as a musician and an artist, but is his catalog even big enough to even be considered the greatest rap? Like number 2? So we're gonna talk about that. I was hoping to get Chris Scott on here. We'll see. I was supposed to get with him earlier, but some stuff kind of popped up, so I had to. Maybe we'll have another discussion on this later. John Morant, of course. I'm not gonna harp on him. I'm just gonna, speak to the situation. Everybody else is jumping on him. Who am I? Just a guy. Just as been there, done that. Adding my 2 cents to it. Jake Paul. They released Gordon Dragic. I think he got picked up by the Bucks. We want to talk about a few things. Sports, some news from Tiger Woods. We're going to answer the question, is abortion only a woman's issue? We're going to talk about pro-choice, pro-life, and other little small stories of weird, interesting people, or just interesting situations. So, where should we start? Where should we start, actually? Where we should start is where my boy is. Bow! Creed 3. I can't even see the 3 down there. It's all blocked off. Hold the bow! Came back. My man. Hey, listen. Jonathan Majors is my guy. He is my guy. He is slowly becoming one of my favorite. That's a lie. He is now my favorite actor, man. Like the guy, he got the chops. I'm telling you, bro. I've seen him in The Harder They Fall, Ant-Man. What else have I seen him in? Seen him in like 3 or 4 projects. I just feel like this guy's he's never replicated just the way he speaks, the way he walks, the way he talks, the way he is. He's like a whole new person. Not like, what I'm saying, I love The Rock, but The Rock is The Rock. Every movie, you know what I'm saying? He's The Rock. I don't care if he's playing a detective. I don't care if he's playing a comedy role. I don't care if he's in Jumanji. The Rock is always The Rock. He doesn't change much. Fast and Furious, he's The Rock. In wrestling, he's The Rock. You know what? Here's The Rock for you. Let me just give you a little rock.
Finally!
I always keep it queued up. It's always ready. But like The Rock is my guy. But The Rock can't do what Jonathan Majors does. The Rock isn't a trained professional actor. This guy clearly went to school or Juilliard or something. This man, dog, he emotes. The feelings in his face, in his body language, it was like really, really resonated with me. But to just give you a little background on the movie, basically the movie starts off giving you the background of the 2 between Creed and Damien. And apparently Damien's older than Creed. He was the man growing up. He was going to be the next big thing, boxing, Golden Glove. You know, he was the man in the area. Everybody knew him. They went out. You know, they showed him fight. He knocked the guy out. You know, they were really close, but they're not really giving you the full story. Is obviously you have to build up to it. Who is commenting? There you go. Yo, man, hold up. Hold on, Chris. Yeah, I see you, bro. Hold on. You're gonna make me switch up the whole demonstration. We're gonna have to jump into this billboard quicker. Let me see. Let me hit you and see if you're ready. But basically they don't give you the full story. They ended up leaving after the boxing match. They ended up going to like a liquor store, and he ends up seeing somebody from his past, Creed. He started beating this dude. Apparently, it's a guy. You end up finding out later on that he was a caretaker of theirs in a shelter, and he was abusing them. So now that he's older, he sees him. He whipping him. He whipping him. Ultimately, what happens is because you think it's worse. You think that he killed the guy or something. But really, he just pulled a gun out because when he started beating the guy. Okay, 10 minutes. Got you. He was beating the guy. The police had ended up coming. I lost my train of thought. They were beating the guy up, and his friends started helping him. They start attacking him. So his man comes out, Damien, pulls the gun. He's like, get up off my guy. The police come. They're standing there with their hands up, and Damien takes the fall, but Creed runs away. So that's basically the impetus of this whole movie. You run away. Like, you don't stand and fight. You run away, Creed. You run away from tough. That's basically how Damien sees it. So Damien does 18 years, and Creed had just finished up his career. He beat this guy, and now he retired, and he comes. He's training people. He comes out. Damien sitting on the Rolls Royce, like, yo, can I help you? Like, oh, you don't remember me? Like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? He looked, oh, damn, Damien, like, so basically, he knows what's up. He knows that he feels indebted to this man, that he needs to help him because he may feel like the reason why he went down was because of his actions. Damien wants this life that was taken from him, but what he feels was taken from him, or that's an excuse that he's using to fuel himself. This all just plays that part. So he gives him an opportunity to come and work out in the gym. But Damien wants the gold. He's like, man, look, I'm still in shape. You know how I was back in the day. I want the ship. I want the championship. He's like, I can't do that. He said, you did. So there's a point where they have this get together with all the boxers, everybody's together. And I already knew Damien had something to do with it. Because how random is the guy comes in and breaks the man's hands, like his opponents. They just break his hands. And I'm like, yo, he got something to do with it. All right. So they need a point. My man from number one, Drago, break his hands. So they need an opponent. Who they got? Damien. Damien coming. But Damien dirty. Like, Damien's the type of person like the old 80s basketball. Like, it's not in the rule book that you shouldn't like knee a guy in his inner thigh. You know what I'm saying? You play you like you do the little cheat moves, like you hit him in his inner thigh with your knee, or you give him a quick jab with the elbow in his ribs on the post. That's how he box. He punching you up in your joint, like he punching you and he hitting you in like in your it's not even what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not funny, but he's hitting you. He's like breaking you down. Like, he was hitting him in different points of his arm, but it's not like you punched him in his face. You knocking his arm out of the socket. You know what I'm saying? So he knocks Cuz out. He actually hits him in the face with the elbow and all this. So he knocks him out, completely blows the fight up. And now Creed gets to basically see what his real intentions is, because now he was asking him, has he ever gotten his letters? He said, I wrote you, man, in jail. I never hear from you. Ends up finding out that his mother, she was receiving these letters, but she wasn't giving them to Creed. So he blames Creed. Now Creed is starting to see, he blames him for not reaching out. You was my man. We grew up together, brothers. The whole backstory of growing up together and being beat by this guy and you know, all of that stuff. You know, so him going down, him basically watching his best friend live his life, in a sense. So that's where that confrontation comes from, because Creed is like, yo, what was that? And he's like, bruh, I told you. I'm coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only small issue, they progressed it really, really quick. Now, I'm all good with that. I don't want a movie that's over storied. Like, you just giving me way too much. But like, from him entering the training to sparring with the guy one time, to showing up at the joint, the guy breaking Drago's hands, to being the replacement guy, to winning the fight, to now he got a spotlight. He living in a nice little spot with a chick laying on the bed, and that progressed quickly. Who signed this man? Like, I'm just saying. I digress. But like, it was a good movie. And then there was a real cheesy point. I'm sorry, some people might like it. I get where they was going with it. But when they was fighting, first of all, 2 points. I love boxing. But there ain't no way in hell two people will be punching them. They were saying there was a lot of anime like inspiration. So they was in there like, ha, pushka, and ha, pow. And they were punching the hell out of each other. And they just like, yeah, bring it on. It's like, listen. If you ever been in a fight and somebody bring it back from grandpa's house in North Carolina and punch you in the face, you might be asleep. You ain't gonna just be like, oh yeah, I want some more. So outside of that, the just ridiculousness of the fighting scenes, I like the movie. But it was a point where it's like the crowd went away and it was just them. And so this is all green screen or something now, because the crowd vanishes and then there's a jail cell pop up, and then something from the past pops up on one jump. A little over dramatic, but I got the storytelling. Ultimately, Creed won. I don't think he should have won. I think it would have made a better story for him to actually lose, and then you come back over Creed 4 with a fresh story to kind of, you know. But he beats him, and then he goes back and talks to him. And this is the part I really do like, because ownership. I'm pointing at the camera. You. Ownership. Taking ownership for your mistakes, for your life, for your decisions. And they had a conversation where Michael B. Jordan basically was like, man, I'm sorry, dude. You know, I should have called. He said, dude, basically, he was basically telling Michael B. Jordan, you have no right to feel the way you do. You didn't cause this. I did. My decisions. Me being young and reckless, and when I got caught with that gun was the last straw. Had I not been on that path, that happened, I might have got slapped on the wrist. But when you build up all this, and then you get one more, and then they shut down on you, and they throw you in the box, it's your doing. You know, so it was good for Michael B. Jordan to get that. Yeah, I'm ready. I got you. Oh, that was me saying that. You ready? So it's Michael B. Jordan basically, you know, he needed to hear that so he can move on with the guilt. And Jonathan Major also probably needs to say it, because he's been just holding in, you know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of tried to make Michael B. Jordan his enemy. Like, he put him in that box, like, yo, it's because of you why I didn't get to live my dream. When really he knew it had nothing to do with him. It was always him. It was always himself that held him back. So I thought it was a good movie, and I hope to see Chris. If you're watching, let me know when you're ready. I will hope to see Jonathan Major comes back. He doesn't have to be in a villainous role. Maybe, you know, let me see him versus Drago, or him and the other guy fight. I mean, then he got the daughter. Obviously, they're trying to set this up for baby Creed because she in that joint, you know what I'm saying, throwing the two pieces and getting ready to beat somebody up, little Layla Ali, which would be cool because you get a chance for Creed to kind of breathe. Maybe you could probably take 4 or 5 years off and then come back and have the young girl, because you don't want to just continuously pump every year. Saw 1, Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, Saw starts sucking at the 4. You said, give it time to breathe. So you can do the Creed, maybe up to 4 movies, 5, however you want to do, and then take off. Creed is silent for 5 years. You bring him back with the daughter. Don't kill us. So yeah, that was the Creed 3. I enjoyed it. I think, people, you might like Michael B. Jordan, but I'm telling you, he's not the reason why I went to see this movie. He wasn't. I like the guy, but I haven't been really pressed to see any Creed. All right, I'm gonna send it over now. I haven't been pressed to see any Creed, and and this was the first one, and it was only because of Jonathan Major. But while I have him ready, I'm going to send Chris Papilato of the DMV Raps, my dog. I'm gonna send him a link. I need to discuss this Billboard's top, because maybe Chris can enlighten me. Maybe I'm missing the concept of when they're saying the best. And you know what I hate about these best rapper Jones? It's hard to grade somebody who rap. Huh? It's hard to grade somebody who raps. It's hard to grade it when you when people rap different styles over the years, So I think it's unfair to put somebody in there like 80s rappers compared to like today's rappers. It's just too different. So damn it, Chris. I'm going through all this nonsense trying to get this stupid thing over there. Yeah, so hopefully we can because let me just go through it real quick. I don't know where to start because I just scrolled past 50. I know they said 100, but who cares about 100? Okay, nobody want to see about 100. I want to get down to the nitty grits. What is this? Can you get off the bottom of my screen, please? Nobody wants State Farm. Nobody got it. Get it out of here. All right, so we want to start at 50. All right, I'm just going to breeze through it. We ain't going to talk too long. But Rick Ross is 50. I guess. Let me see who's the rest on here. But Rick Ross, all right. Oh, joining me once I see he got a white screen like he in the Jesus room. There you go. My dog, DMB Raps, owner, my guy, Populato, Chris. Yes, Scott, all day, 100%. We do this. October 31st, he's October 30th. God damn it, turn it up.
What's goody, nigga? What's goody?
What's good, fool?
Ain't shit. What's good?
Man, it's been a while since I got you on here, but I appreciate you when you give me a few minutes of your time, man.
Man, you already know, bro. You already know what to do.
No, I am baffled. Because have you seen this Billboard? I only pulled up the top 50, and the reason why I even pulled it up was because I saw that, and I'm not knocking Kendrick Lamar. I'm not. He's a great lyricist, makes tremendous music. But when I saw that Kendrick Lamar was number 2, I had to see this.
You talking about the Rolling Stones, John, right?
Billboard.
It was Billboard or Rolling Stones?
It's Billboard.
Okay, all right.
And so I want to run through this list with you
Mm-hmm.
because of my thing, it's so hard to compare 90s music, 80s music, 2000 teens. I think it's difficult to do that, but they're going to try. And I want to get a gauge from you what you
One
feel
through.
about it.
So who they got? Do they just have a list? They got this whole one by
Well, I got
one.
this, I can see it. I see they got Rick Ross at 50.
Right.
Rev Run 49.
49. Melly Mel.
And he's this Melly Mel guy has been the one talking about all these people shouldn't be on it. Like I think he said something about Eminem. I think he said something about Kendrick Lamar. And honestly, I don't even really know who, unless I see what song he wrote. I don't even know who Melly Mel is. I thought it was a girl.
Nah, Melly Mel won like the first rappers from the Bronx. Like he won like from the 70s, bro. Like you got dig in the crates. Like he one of them first rappers, battle rapping and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, way back in the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm not saying he doesn't. Obviously, he has the right to give an opinion if he's on the top 50 list.
Yeah, he was one like put it like this. He won like the first 5 rappers.
I'm gonna say this
ever known for real.
When we get to top 10, I know we're going. I don't know if you're going to agree with it, but I know I don't agree with it. Now, I'm not gonna say all of it, but at least 3 picks in that job. I'm like, what? All right. So 47, you got MC Light. Okay, she did the damn thing. I ain't gonna knock her. Jada. I'm not mad at Jada. I do think Jada should be in front of Ross, even though I think Ross has probably been more commercially successful. Ice-T. I haven't really got to hear a lot of Ice-T. I love Ice-T from NC from what's the TV show? Law and Order.
Law and Order, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, he was 6 in the morning. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 in the morning, police at my door. Yeah, that was him.
Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah's bad though. Back in the day. Like, I bet they better have Eve on this joint or something. They better start playing Bun B.
Yeah, Red Man.
Right, 42.
E40 at 41.
I don't. For California people, that West Coast, y'all will vouch for E40. I'm not gonna knock you, but that ain't the type of music I like. I ain't knocking E40 for the animal sounds and the that's cool. So I guess I'm not gonna. I never listened to him, but I know that he's popular. So for Californians, yes. Dr. Dre at 40. I mean, we talking about old Dre though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a solid 40. I give him that. For rappers, like actual rapping, yeah, I was giving that. Yeah. Luda, I don't agree with. I think Luda.
I think he needs to be lower.
You think Luda should be lower?
39 for Luda? Luda used to have.
I could put Luda at about 30.
Yeah, but that's still lower. That's all I'm saying. 39 a little high for Luda, especially when I know we're gonna see people on this list.
I can see Luda being 30. I can see Luda had a cool 10-year run.
Yeah,
solid.
He switched it up.
He had a cool 10-year run. Run.
How you put Gucci in front of Luda?
I mean, that's an impact. That's probably impact though. Luda had impact, but Gucci probably just had a little bit more impact.
I mean, you're right in the sense that people took more of Gucci style than Ludacris' style, but Common, he has lyrics. I'm not mad at Common being on there.
37, yeah, I guess, yeah.
I'm not mad at
Most Def
at 36 because Most Def, he got that shit.
Future 35, yeah, I can see that.
See, Future, I think it's more so what you said about Gucci Mane. It's more what has he done for the culture in a sense, like his influence on sound and music, because he's not a bad rapper, but it's like when I think about rapping, I'm talking about putting them lyrics together.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna go 34. Chuck D, Public Enemy. I'm not going. Chuck. They are the guys.
I could argue with that. I mean, if you talking about the skill of rapping and lyrics, I definitely would put him top 30. I would put him higher than 34.
Right.
Probably like 28, 26.
Come back.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I came up, my father was a public enemy ass nigga. So
Right.
I grew up listening to all that revolution, fight the system, you know what I'm saying? Get
Right,
away from the
right.
white man type shit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you
Like,
just think about the song titles you just said, and then think about what the song titles be now. WAP. Fight the power.
I mean,
Boy, that is pussy.
motherfuckers done bought in.
Black Power, fist up. Twerk song. Like, alrighty. 33. Busta Rhymes, young. I love Busta back
I
in the
love
days.
Bus. Yeah, I can see that. I'm not gonna argue with that.
I
33.
went back and listened to Hail Mary recently with 50 M and Busta Young, just to laugh. Like they they just killed them niggas for no reason. T.I. 32.
Mm,
You don't like T.I. in the top 50?
no, top 50, yeah.
Yeah. I think this is a little high. I want to know who they got.
High.
32 is a little high for T.I. for a guy who's, Jesus Christ, 32.
I put T.I. like 40 out of 50.
Just slightly off topic, how you feel about that whole situation with him and Boosie? Do you agree? Like, he did say that even if he comes back and say he was joking, he did say that he snitched he told on his dead cousin or whatever he said.
Well, I said, man, look, in that realm ain't no honor amongst thieves. So you doing crime, he doing crime, and no matter if he dead, nigga,
Right.
stand on man time.
In a sense, you're right though. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like in that world, it ain't no honor amongst thieves, bro.
And you already know how it is. Where some guys
you still snitch, regardless of that man dead or not.
Some dudes will take the fall for you because they know that you're going to be the one to make that money. You're going to be good. Like, bro, sit down for 5 years, bro. I swear when you come out, I got $5 million for you. $1 million for a year. Every year. You got 31 Little Kim. I think that she needs to be much fucking high. I'm going to tell you, wait till you see number 10. 10 pissed me off because I'm just going to say it. Nicki Minaj is a good rapper, but you got me fucked up if you saying she's 21 spots better than Little Kim. Stop playing, bro.
That I can't really argue with.
She's 21 spots better than Little Kim.
The only thing I don't like,
he stole her.
Put it like this. Put it like this.
Made it better.
When it comes to the female rappers, to me personally, I think the best female rapper, if not one of the best rappers ever, is Missy. So Nicki being over Missy was already a problem for me.
Oh, so you thought Missy too?
Missy top 10, regardless.
Oh, nigga, see, this is why we are. This is why
Missy top 10, like her impact, videos,
bruh,
marketing,
amazing,
music, beats.
She's so freaking creative.
Catchiness, how memorable that shit is.
Could you imagine a song with her and Andre 3000?
Put it like this, bro. You put it like this. You see people imitating Missy's videos. You don't see nobody imitating Nicki's videos.
Right. But my one thing about Little Kim, I just remember she was so nasty as a kid. I just remember that. I just remember the stories of her. And I just remember my stepdad had the CD, the one where she had the what's that famous cover that she has? I guess she said she was only 17 in the picture or something. That CD. She's just always been super nasty. Lauryn Hill, number 30. That's my girl.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. She only dropped one album.
Hold on. They put Pusha T in front of T.I. What? No. And Busta Rhymes? No, bro. I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with that. I do not agree. I've never heard of Black Thought, so I don't. You know who Black Thought is?
Yeah, that's from The Roots.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, the rapper of The Roots. I'm not mad at that.
Q-Tip,
yeah.
We getting in 26, Big Pun. Fat Joe should be on here.
Big Pun was definitely nasty. A lot of motherfuckers that grew up ain't like really listen to him, but if you actually listen to Pun, Big Pun definitely was nasty.
Right. His life wasn't cut short.
Yeah. He was definitely tough as shit. That nigga could definitely rap. Method Man, I'm not mad at that. 25. I can see that. So 25. I'm not mad at that.
KRS-One.
24. Okay.
I like KRS. I don't know who Curtis Blow is initially. Maybe I'm.
These are the breaks. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. That's Curtis Blow.
That's old rap.
Yeah, that's the he was like the most popular. Put it like this. He was like what hip hop. He was okay. He came from the era where like the DJ was popular. You know what I mean? Like it was DJ Kool Herc and
DJ
so and so, DJ so and so. Cool. Curtis Blow was that first like rapper on his own.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you look him up, he was that first like I'm a rapper. I don't have no DJ. I rap over beats. You know what I'm saying? Like he was that first one. Then like Run DMC and all them came out like a year or two after that. But Curtis Blow was that first one who was like really like in New York without a DJ. And he throw a beat on. He just actually just put words to the beat, make a song to that beat. You know what I mean?
Shout out to New York rappers killing this list. Y'all all up and down this jump.
Ghostface 22.
Ghostface at 22.
DMX 21. I'm not mad at that.
I love DMX, and I think that's not a bad number for him right there. I love DMX, man. I mean, and then he switched over to movies. You know what I'm saying? Made some tight movies. You know what I'm saying? So
classic movies.
Right. Big Daddy Kane. That nigga picture swagged out. This is
he was a player.
Mm-hmm. You could tell by the rings on his fingers. Mm-hmm. Missy at 19 is disrespectful. I'm sorry. That's so disrespectful.
That's very disrespectful.
Oh my goodness. She should be. If anybody should be mad, outraged. She should. Ice Cube at 18. NWA was big. I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at
I'm not mad at
Missy's still the one that blows me. Like that was the one I'm like Missy and Wayne. That's the one that had me like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Wayne was 7. I was like, what?
Right.
So you got 50. 50, I still think had the best debuting album I've heard in my like him. I would say him, Jay-Z, and Drake may have had the 3 best, but I would say his first.
Yeah.
Them debut albums was such fire, bruh. Like you got 16 Scarface. I like Scarface.
I'm good with that. 15 J. Cole. I'm good with that.
Bars.
14 LL Cool J. Okay, I'm good with that.
I like that shirt though.
Yeah, he was that nigga.
Yeah, he definitely was. Rakim. I would have thought they would have had him a little lower, but you know. I like Andre 3000. I wish he would have been lower had his career been longer. Like if we would have got more single, solo.
Yeah. I'm not mad at him at number 12 though. I'm not mad with that.
Neither am I. Kanye at 11.
I'm not mad at that.
You don't think he'll crack the 10? You don't think Kanye over Nicki Minaj?
Yeah and no. Yeah, because he provides more to the entire industry than Nicki. No, because Kanye, unfortunately, he just can't separate that damn craft from his personal life.
I'm gonna say this though.
It was like, you know what I mean?
The Nicki Minaj from Slumber Party and all that I heard when she was with Gucci Mane before she got big time.
Mm-hmm.
That jump, that Nicki Minaj, shit. She still got bars, but as she got older, she started getting cornier.
Yeah.
And cornier.
More experimental.
Yeah, you know, I guess that's what they do after a while. But it's like, if that's the case, just take a break. How can you miss me if I'm never gone? Take a break. So everybody's that's why niggas are so pressed to see Rihanna. Because she ain't performed in years. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, this is like what, 6-7 years now?
Right.
Snoop at number 9.
I guess.
This top 10 is like
I don't like it. I think it's,
Drake number 8. Yeah, okay.
Drake can rap.
This one should start getting ridiculous.
Wayne at 7 is completely disrespectful.
See, this one should start getting ridiculous.
Wayne at 7. Like, I don't know how I will specifically order this, but Wayne would not be 7.
I would switch Wayne for Kendrick. I would put Wayne at.
Oh well, Kendrick's not number 2.
No, fuck no.
No.
Kendrick not even top 5 yet.
No, I don't even think Kendrick's in the top 10 yet because Kendrick's body of work is only 3 albums. Like, nigga, you gotta. I'm not saying that's not true because Biggie only got 2 albums, but he died. You know what I'm saying? So, and his impact was so great in that moment. But you got B.I.G. at 6, which I can understand that he had the 2 albums. Okay, I get you. But I'll even take my boy at 5. I think Eminem's a top 5 rapper of all time. So I'll take him at 5.
Like for me, I would do personally. I would do just rapping in general, the skill of rapping. I would do number 1 Wayne, number 2 Jay-Z, number 3 I would probably still stick with Eminem.
Yeah.
Number 4 Nas, number 5 Biggie, and then number 6 Tupac.
If we're talking about spitting.
Yeah, like just the art of just putting words together. Yeah, I would say.
And then I would go Drake
Wayne, Jay-Z. I would say Wayne, Jay-Z, Eminem, Nas, Biggie. That'd be my top 5. And then I would say, Biggie would be higher, but he only had 2 albums. You know what I'm saying?
Said 6 for Tupac.
Man, that nigga was nasty.
You said 6 for Tupac. I would do 7 Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
I would do 8 Drake. If you want to do it like keep Drake in there,
I believe Drake at 8.
Yeah. And then I can see you filling out I guess you could fill out the top, but I still need Kanye in front of I don't know. You can put Nicki and Kanye at 9 and 10.
That's what I'm saying, because see that Snoop Dogg and Nicki joint, that's the toss up, because it's like you could easily replace Kanye with either of them.
Yeah, because Snoop has a huge impact on hip hop, but like
the thing about it, I know why Snoop is in there, because Snoop has the longest career out of any rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could see him being top 10 just for that alone, like just snooping around since 92.
All right. I mean, Wayne,
niggas, 30 years, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we realize, like me, niggas our age, I don't know a world without Snoop Dogg.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
stuff, yeah. And then he even had good movies like Bone,
right. You know what I'm saying?
and Baby Boy, and
right.
He got some movies on his tab too. You know what I'm saying?
Like as long as I've seen people on TV, Snoop Dogg's been on TV.
Yo, it's so hard. I know you said Wayne, but it is really hard when it comes down. We talk about lyricism because Wayne makes it seem so easy.
Mm-hmm.
But Jay-Z, the way Jay put words together is so. It's like an arrogance of greatness. I can't. It's like, and then Eminem comes in.
Like if I had to do a comparison, I would say like Jay-Z's like one of those precious swords that was like crafted like from like the old Ginyu and Shinzaos from Japan or some shit. Like that's Jay-Z. Then you got Wayne like that Swiss Army knife. Like what you need? You need a corkscrew, you need a butter knife, you need a Phillip, you need a little flathead, you need a little like Wayne, like the Swiss Army knife for rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne and them, like I remember we was talking about who could do a versus with Wayne, and I was like, to me, sonically, when I think of Wayne, I think Swiss Army knife. So I'm like, the only other rapper who could possibly do a versus with Wayne, in my opinion, is Eminem.
Yeah, because
he's the only other.
Eminem was singing his shit back in the day.
You need me to rap fast? I can rap fast. You need me to rap consciously? I can do that. You need me to just rap some bullshit? You need me to rap God shit? You know what I'm saying? You need me to just come through and just whatever, just go crazy? You know what I mean? Like he just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Jay-Z's like that, just like that like that just precious, like this is passed down from like the gods through centuries, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like one of those like handcrafted, one of a kind, like boom, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, so it all depends on, it's like between Jay and Wayne, it's like number 7.
Yo, that joke is like
right, you know what I'm saying? It's like
so
that shit is so it's like number 7 for Wayne.
Really
when I saw that, I'm like,
trying to put yourself to that task of trying to figure out who. They're so they have so much body of work and they're so great.
Right.
Like Wayne just dropped a song a week ago,
Right. This shit
and
going
he
crazy.
killed. I
that
was
shit.
like, the DMX joint with
Yeah.
him. I was like, that's it. Like, bro, he just does it. Like, oh yeah. Let me just, I'll just wake up, get in front of the mic, and then just start ripping the joint. Like, Mo, what? So I just wanted to get an idea because I thought that maybe I was going crazy when I thought, whoa, why is Kendrick at 2? Why is Nicki over Missy? Like, what is going on? So overall, not a bad list. I wonder who made the 51 up to 100. That's probably where you get the Lupes and all of them people.
Yeah, Lupes.
But who cares about 51 to 100? God, that's too much. But yeah, bro, that's basically all I wanted to run through with you, man. It's just trying to.
I don't know, because it's real thought provoking, but yeah, me personally, I'm like, how the Missy at number 19 disrespectful? That's the one to me that I was like, that's disrespectful. Like what? Yeah, and then Wayne not in the top 5. It's like
7.
He's like people put a lot of stock on Tupac, but like if you really listen to like Tupac, bro, Tupac's lyrics was actually pretty middle schoolish, but Tupac was such a great orator.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that's what carried Tupac. Like Tupac, the type of nigga like your kid could write a speech, and just Tupac's voice.
All right,
you know what I'm saying. I make believe
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Tupac, the way he say words, make it seem like, you know what I mean? Right. Like he got a public speaker. He's a great orator. You know what I mean? But if you actually listen to the lyrics, it's like he ain't really saying nothing too like extravagant. He ain't really saying 5-syllable words and shit like
together, like even like Biggie bars compared to Pac.
Right. See, Biggie to me, like I still listen to Biggie shit. Biggie just.
But that's because New York style is different.
Yeah, Biggie was just
like Biggie, California's more, that laid back. We out here like we go to grip with the kick, rip with the strip, like we gonna go with it, get that jump. It's different.
Like, I was talking with my man Maul one time. I was like, bro, if Biggie would have never died, bro, lyrics. Hip hop would be so different.
Him and Jay-Z would have ruined so many people out there, because Jay-Z was right behind him. So
I was even talking about what's crazy? I was even talking about Beyonce, like Beyonce's success and Rihanna's success, and I was like, you know what? I was like, bro, if Aaliyah wouldn't have died, I don't think Beyonce would be who she is right now.
I mean, she would have been Beyonce because there's a Rihanna for Beyonce. There's a Rihanna for Beyonce. So there's always like it would have been a spot for her.
But
it wouldn't have just been like out.
But think about if Aaliyah wouldn't have died,
you
probably wouldn't even have a Rihanna.
You would have a Rihanna.
I don't know,
but
bro.
You would.
All them songs them writers Rihanna would have been right for Aaliyah. I'm telling you.
I'm saying there would have been a Rihanna and there would have been a Beyonce, but Aaliyah would have held the spot that Beyonce holds, and then there's Rihanna underneath. That's what I'm saying. It would still been a spot for them and Taylor Swift and Adele and all them women, but.
I think Aaliyah would be at the top.
Aaliyah was about to trend set, bro. She was doing the movies.
She would be at the top. She was ahead of the game. She was already ahead of the game. Early 2000s. She was already.
Queen of the Damned is still my movie.
She was already ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Little vampire teeth. Come over here, bite on me, girl.
Yeah.
Come in now. But for what you got coming up for the DMV raps,
man. We just dropped the video with 3 Black. We just dropped the video with 3 Black. That's going crazy. Now it's just about up in the ante now. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I look at it now. It's like, okay, the pressure's on. Now every video got to be better than the last one. Every drop got to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it now. It's like just elevate. I got to get more equipment. better cameras,
Right.
better lenses. You know what I'm saying? Even like the little microphones and stuff. Like it's just, just keep reinvesting into the business. And just delivering good product. The better cameras I get and lenses I get my hands on, the better the output of the quality. So that's my main thing right now. Getting more equipment and just outdoing it. And I'm just really just trying to just put out the dopest videos the city ever seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting tired of seeing these niggas with these apartment building ass come out in the parking lot. We ain't got no females. It's just niggas in their hallway or niggas in somebody's kitchen.
What happened with that rock band joke? Because I saw, it popped up in the newspapers.
Yeah, that shit. That's shit going crazy. They doing their thing. They actually want to do another one, but they just waiting on the weather to break because they want to do one riding down Independence Avenue out there by the monument in the White House.
Yo, real quick. I saw a behind the scenes video of the new Joker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's seeing the people. I guess they're shooting this in the actual New York neighborhood, wherever. But the people that live in the houses, they're recording with their phone.
Mm-hmm.
The camera. I always wonder how do they do certain things with cameras. They blew my mind, bruh. Like he jumps out the car. He starts running, so it's two people behind him with a camera. And then as he like cuts, they kind of like turn off, but the camera's still facing them. And then the car pulls up, like a fucking car pulls up and they just hand this joint off smooth. The camera work be crazy, bro. Like I've been wanting to experiment with different, you know what I'm saying? Like bringing different camera work in. Maybe is that something that you've been thinking about? Incorporating bringing a whole different, not just the typical, but like when I watch certain movies and I see how they do certain things, I'm like, yo, they did this one joke from Black Adam. I don't know if you've seen it, but
yeah, I saw it.
Pierce Brosnan's character at the end when he was trying to fight the big red monster guy.
Yeah.
Remember when the monster, every time he punched him, it would like show from his point of view, but then the face would switch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bruh, just the camera. I mean, I know they probably didn't do that with actual camera because it's more CGI, but like just the way that joke was, and then it's another, and then it was this. I was like, yo, they are getting sick with this camera work, bro.
Yeah,
man.
So now, like these major studios, like they got different, like robotics and shit now to help out. So like they got like some like Dr. Octopus ass shit you could wear now. Like the shit that's like move autonomous. Like say like they got it costs a lot of fucking money. Of course, only like people like Paramount and Warner Brothers can afford shit like that. Probably even rent that shit them damn self. But like they got shit like you can like put on whole rigs and that's gonna come with like 5-6 arms. So you can have like a camera on each arm and just like record them, move them just with joysticks and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like say like I could have like one camera focused on just you, one camera focused on another person, one camera, then no matter whichever way I move, whichever way I walk, it's gonna keep that centered on that object. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a 360 system. So like I can rely like say each camera to focus on each subject, and then no matter where I walk, the arms just move according to my position. You know what I'm saying? To keep them in focus. So like they got all types of shit nowadays, bro. Like these, especially like this new robotic shit popping up. You know what I'm saying? That's just sick right now. You know what I mean? So, but that's how they put a lot of that shit out, man. They using like different like mechanisms and equipment. You know what I'm saying? They be having like huge, big ass like cinema cameras and shit on like these like cranes and the shit for all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these film sets I done seen, like at the Film Institute on Connecticut Avenue in DC. Nigga, they got that shit in that joint. I'm talking about that joint big as a Walmart, but they got that shit in there. I'm talking about, nigga, you on camera for real. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You can go sit in that one spot, and they got every single angle you need, nigga. Like, what? Damn, this the back of my head. Yeah, right there. You look on camera, they got everything, complete 360 down to the toe. Like, god damn, you hear me? The shit be moving in. Like, you sitting in one spot, that shit move in, close to you, zoom out. Go around, they got the Jones, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, you hear me? You in that zone, like looking like you getting inspected, you know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of motherfuckers with magnifying glasses looking at your shit. Like the way fish look at us in aquariums, how we run up to the tank, be looking at them and shit. That's how that shit look.
Yeah, bro. Where can I find you at? Where can people
Man, you know, man, DMV raps everything, man. DMVRAPS. You know what I mean? We gotta definitely get, you know, the Hot Diz podcast syndicated, you know what I'm saying, and start having, you know, his streams, you know what I'm saying, running in syndication on the DMV Raps channel. Hey, artists, look, tap in, man. Hefe Hippie, man. You know, we need, you know what I'm saying, like, I need somebody for the interviews, man. You know, he about to take that over, man. He don't let up on you either. Once he do his research on you, you know. Hey, them questions coming. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tap in, man. Be everywhere, man. DMV Raps. You already know.
Bro, I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna finish this show up, but I'm gonna hit you up soon because we need to wrap. I've been trying to get to you, and BS keep coming up.
Let's get it. I'm with you.
I got you,
my man.
All right, Chris. Appreciate you, bro.
You already.
All right, man. So appreciate Chris for that, man. That's my dog, man. We go way back. We've been on a few of these things together. We go and support them at DMV Raps. They are dropping amazing videos all around the city, all different setups and locations. And if you are a artist, you know, rap, sing, reach out to Chris. He'll set up the whole shoots for you and get you going, man. But like, go check him out. Seriously, on YouTube, DMV Raps. Support the DMV, bro. I don't even know where I gotta keep that. Like, why y'all so selfish? I don't get it. I don't get it. I didn't try to help, put people on the show and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, support each other, bro. Golly. Now, we have to run through this. We have 51 minutes. You know, I listened to a 3 to 4 to 5 hour podcast, Jim Cornette's Drive Through, and you know, all of that. So I listen to long podcast or whatever. I don't know if you do, but there's also, you can find me on Spotify at the High Diz Podcast, and you can just download it or listen to it there and pause it, and or put me on your YouTube and pause it there. I don't ask for subscribers, but you know what? I got 5,000 friends and all these people. Can y'all help a brother? Can we get? Then y'all be mad. Then I come on here and I got Marshall Falk or something on here, and then I got Tyra Banks. Oh! Then you want to subscribe then? Oh, no. Should caught the train. Should caught the train at the station. Anyways, so let's get. Yeah, y'all be laughing, but like thinking people joking, but shit happens. The next thing you know, you be like, "Yo, is that artist on MNBC News with his own show?" Yeah, it happened somehow. I don't know how I got on there, but I'm on here now, and I'm talking to Pete Dingleberger. I don't know who that is, and made up the name. So, let's see, Last of Us. I made myself laugh. All right, so Last of Us. The last episode, my man's been down. Joel's been down, man. Apparently this is really following the game very well because I've been doing a little background research on it, and the characters and a lot of the storylines are very similar, even word for word at times. It's really makes me want to get the game, play it, and see what's coming up. But basically, Ellie's on her own, still trying to get Joel healed up. She had went out and took his rifle, and she shot and wounded a deer. The deer ran off. She tracked it with the blood, and she ran into these two men who was just going to take the deer. Now, prior to the two men, I can't remember the names, but they have like a church type of thing. He's like the preacher, and Kevin, I think his name. And he's like the preacher, and you know, he tells his people, you know, they do rations. They feed people a certain amount. Everybody has to ration food and ration this, ration that, and blah blah blah. Right? So they have to go out and find food, like kill deer or whatever the case is. So that's how they stumbled across the deer. And they were like, I don't see nobody, so we're gonna take this deer. And the girl's like, no, you're not. She says, what? Matter of fact, I should have queued it up. I messed it up now. The little girl was like, "What? Yeah, where you going with that? You better put it down before I bust a cap on you." So they dropped their guns or whatever, and so she goes over there and tells him she gonna shoot him between his eyes. You know what I'm saying? And she unloads their guns. Smart girl. She basically asks for medicine because the guy says that he has like a village, a compound. So they go back, they get the medicine, they bring. He instructs the guy to go get the medicine. So they sit, her and the guy sitting and talking, and then he like, in a sense, not gaining her trust, but getting her to kind of relax. She still got the gun on him, but his man ended up coming behind her. He tells him to put the gun down or whatever, and just give her the medicine. So he gives her the medicine, and so they basically know, because in the prior episode somebody was murdered, so they're looking for Joe. So they know that she's the girl that they need to find Joe, because this medicine. He gets the medicine. She takes the medicine back. She's basically trying to get Joe together. The people, church people, they're back in the church and they're eating and whatever the case is. But really, they're eating people. Okay, we're just gonna skip. I don't even know. Keep talking in circles. The preacher knows they're eating people. Like, a girl's father was killed, and they were saying when they're gonna bury the dad, and he was like, the grounds are too cold to bury your dad, so we'll bury him in the spring. And then they basically took him, chopped his ass up, didn't even cook him, just threw the raw like meat cuts in the stew, and that was it. So the people just ate sushi, human, and stew. Quite disgusting. You find out that only a couple of people know, but the rest of the people don't know. So they thinking he telling the people we eating venison. They're not eating venison. They're eating Kennedy, the man that they just killed the other day. Him, the father. They're eating him up. Greg, Dominique, Terrence, Joel, Ramsey, Patrick. I don't know. God damn it, Dracula. They're eating his ass up right now. Talking about some deer. Ain't no deer. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. So back to Ellie. They want to go and kill Ellie and the guy, or kill the guy and take Ellie. All right. So they end up sending the two guys after Joe because they end up catching Ellie. And Joe kills the two guys brutally, might I add. The older man, Kevin, takes and cages Ellie and tries to give her food, but she sees like an ear on the floor. So she's like, oh, she kicked the food. Like, bro, you're a cannibal. Like, whatever. So then it's like this sexual innuendo kind of takes over where he's like talking to her about, spreading life. He puts his hand on her and all this. She was faking like, oh yeah, and broke his finger. Like, yeah. And so she tried to get his keys, but he like smashed her face with it. She got her ass kicked a little bit in this show. But she's a tough little girl. Ultimately, they was ready to cut her ass up and have a nice fresh meal. But she bit him and told him that she was infected. Which isn't true. I mean, she's technically kind of infected, but she has like whatever's in her skin doesn't allow her to change in her blood. So that guy's kind of, he's like, I don't believe you. She said, look at my arm. So he looks at the arm, he sees like the veins all weird. He's like, it's not true. But that was enough time to give her the knife, the butcher joint, and stab the other guy in the neck. So she runs out, and then the crap happens, and the thing sets fire, and he was going to try to rape her, and she absolutely brutalized him and stabbed him with that butcher joint like 40 times. Really good acting. I mean, that was really intense. She was like she just like lost it. God damn it! I'm so young. You was going to do that to me. I'm a little girl. Yeah, she was going in. She didn't say all that, but I'm sure she was thinking it about. And so she finally leaves out the smoking place, and Joel grabs her. She's like, no, oh, what? He's like, oh, it's me. Like, calm down. He calls a baby girl, which I guess, finally gives Joe some closure and kind of embraced her as a daughter. And they go on off to the next episode. So I'm really liking that show. Again, when I take back my initial judgment, because I don't know what type of game it was. And so I'm, you see all these zombie movies and stuff, you expecting constant zombie action. But really, this show has been really good at just telling great episodic, like every episode is deep, yo. Like it really, once it gets past like episode 3 or 4, it really picks up. It's 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Like, wow, like this show is, and it's really good storytelling. And again, and I say this I'm just being honest, I'm not a gay man. I don't enjoy watching gay scenes. Just being honest, it's me. I'm not a gay man. I don't like, it's weird. It's not, too much for me. But the episode that they told about the two men, it's a beautiful story. It's just the gay scene, like the making love. I don't want to see two men making love, but the episode, what their story meant with their love and everything, it was a beautifully written story. Every episode has been really gripping. Like after a while, once you get past, okay, it's a little long, it might drag, but when you really take it in the vacuum and really think about like, oh, this is really good. Like I'm really starting to be invested and care about the characters. And that's what you want when you're watching the show. You just don't want to watch it and just, oh yeah, okay, yeah. But when you're invested, like I was with Power, I was invested in Ghost. I'm invested in Tommy. I'm invested in Tariq. I'm invested into that story. People eating it up. There's no investment. Who cares? But so I'm thinking this show is doing really, really freaking good. Last episode of Mayor of Kingstown, I think it was called Santa Jesus. That's the episode title. Basically, Bunny's getting out. He finally getting Bunny out of jail. But he takes a day off. Basically, he leaves his phone in his desk and he goes to a bar. He gets hammered on the way to the bar. He gets hammered at the bar. He leaves his key and his gun with the girl. He says, if I come back, do not give me my key, but give me my gun. He ends up going around, getting drunk, ends up seeing some chick, ends up smashing her. Her dude died in the riot fight. He goes and smash her up. Meanwhile, everybody's looking for him. His brother's looking for him because he wants to tell him that he found the girl. His mother's looking for him because she wants him to help with the little boy. Bunny's looking for him because he's like, dude, I'm out of jail. Like, come celebrate with me. And they basically, I don't know how true it was because we didn't really hear it, but they basically said that the cops were cleared for the killing. They didn't really, they just said, like, I guess when the guy said something about, I guess they asked about it, he was just like, it's good. And I guess he took it's good. It's like they're good, but that doesn't really mean that. I kind of can see that kind of coming back. Also, there's another like side story. I've been trying to look up this character, but I haven't taken the time all the time yet to finish doing it. But it's a character they have named Charlie. I've been trying to figure out what is Charlie, what's his deal. So apparently Charlie, his name's Charlie Pickens. He talks like a child, like, but he's a killer. He's like a rapist. He's a murderer, right? But it's like this side story about him, and I'm trying to understand what's the story of do. But basically, they needed a guy to change his testimony, so he had him go and eat rocks and make his mouth start bleeding. So he was, I'm gonna escort him to the dentist. He doesn't take him to the dentist. He takes him past this guy's house. He explains to this guy here, yeah, he's a bad mother, such and such, and he'll kill you and rip your head off. And don't say the rapist were in front of him because he'll make it. We get real sensitive about that. But he's a savage, and he knows where you live now. So I'm gonna need you to go ahead and change that statement. You know what I'm saying? So the guy's pissed about that, but he has to call and he changes the statement. Then he makes the effed up decision to come and run out there and yell at the guy about it, like, and then say, yeah, you or your little rapist security guard. Dog, Slim grabbed him. Like, I think he might have snapped his neck with his bare hand. Like, yo, he grabbed him, slammed him up on the jaw, like, and snap. Dude was dead. I was like, oh, the prisoner that killed somebody outside, he wasn't supposed to be there. So the officer dude go back in the joint. He started knocking all the stuff, making it look like a burglary. I was like, damn. And then he took the guy over, he's eating ice cream or something, I don't remember. And he was like about to shoot him in the back of his head, right? And he was just, the guy is so like childlike that he didn't do it. He just had, it's like, I don't know. It's like young, like he's a 50-year-old man, but he's like a child. Grown man strength. But back to Mayor. So he go hit the cheeks, and the girl was trying to like keep him there. So he ends up like, nah, I gotta go. So he leaves. And as he leaves, he knows a car trying to follow him. So he makes it back to that place to get his gun. The girl won't give him his keys back because he said, don't give him keys back. So he comes back out. The guy tries to run him down. He ends up shooting the guy dead. And what else happened? Shot the guy dead. Basically headed back home, I guess. But like, pretty good episode. I mean, him and Bunny still got unfinished business and stuff like that. And the mom, what is the mom's obsession with trying to help the kid? The kid now, especially like the one dude who beat her up, she was so pressed to go and help him. Now she just has like this, she's out on this like, I don't know, she has like this want to help these young men now. So I wonder how that's going to tie into this. And then Charlie, I got to finish reading about who Charlie Pickens is. I got like this thing. I need to know who he is and why is he prevalent to the story. But like, you know, because it's a lot of this. It's the racists, the white, the skinheads, it's the Mexicans, it's the Crips, it's the Bloods. Where does he fit? But yeah, so I like Mayor King, so you should check that out. That's on Paramount, if that's something you're into. But if that's how jail is, I mean, jail is rough. But if that's how jail is ran, sheesh. Let's nice segue into Jake Paul. I mean, Ja Morant. I'm not going to sit here and badger and beat the guy down with a bunch of. He knows what is at stake. Millions, if not just millions, his namesake. You know what I'm saying? Like losing something that was a dream come true for him. I just want to say I was young once too, but even when I was young, I didn't need guns. I didn't need that around me. He should stay far away from that. There's a perfect person that you can look at and see that bringing guns in the NBA facilities or anything like that is no good. Gilbert Arenas. He lost his whole career, $100 million contract, gone. Was gone for a whole year. Gets cut, comes back with Orlando Magic, and he's nobody now. He's young enough to bounce back, but whatever this wannabe hood mindset, that's the same. Like again, it's the issue I have with rappers. If you from the hood and you make it out of the hood, why go back to the hood unless you're going back to change it? But when you are going back and you're basically putting the same negative, the same bad message that you brought up with, that your guys are brought up with, where so many friends and so many family members have been killed, gunned down, this and that. You just regurgitating the same thing that you I would think that you would want better, and that's like, I just don't get it. So when you have a platform and an opportunity to get out of those situations and be able to show people how to get out of that situation, or at least a different mindset, why not use it? Why not do it? Like, why You make a $200 million contract, and now you want to be a gangster. What? You got. Why aren't you on a beach somewhere chilling with 15 chicks? What are you talking about? You in the club with the strap? Yeah, I'm in Instagram live. Oh, why? Why are you listening to Migos in the car or something, bro? Like, I just don't get y'all, the younger generation. Y'all don't make sense. How many athletes are going to give up their freaking life and their career for some stupid, like, a gun, bro? I mean, how many college players in the last 3 months, 6 months have went down for gun charges, or somebody dying because they brought somebody a gun, or they shot somebody, or they got into a gun? Bruh, y'all are a step away from your dream. And you're living the dream. I would love to live your dream. I would love to be a basketball player. Yeah, I'll be at work every day. I don't be on IG. I'll be gym. Balling. I want to be the greatest. Like, you trying to be the coolest. What's cool with no rings? All the great LeBron did, man, they trashed him until he won a championship. So all the super dunks and all the cool shoes, you want to be the greatest or you want to be the coolest, bro? Like, or you don't want to do this at all and you want to go back to where you came from and be watching on the couch with the rest of us. I just think that he has way too much talent. I think that his parents raised him right. And I think that he needs to be humble. And his father's right there with him, which is even worse, right? If your dad is right there, your dad is just like partying with you. Hey, yeah. Excuse me, sir. You ain't be talking to your son. Hey, why did you bring that? You brought that on the plane? You know that you could like miss out the rest of the season, cost your team a potential chance at the championship. Like, what are we black athletes, young men in general? What are we doing? What are we doing? Ugh. Okay, you got a gun. Why flash it? All people gonna do is point it out. Oh man, yeah, the strap. Who got a gun? He got a gun. He got a gun? Oh, nobody even had to call. You posted it. Ah, Jesus Christ. Moving on. Jake Paul finally loses. Does it kill his mystique? Yes. Yes, it does. Would you want to see Jake Paul fight now? Everybody wanted to see him lose. Now that you saw it, all right, cool. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? I like Jake Paul. I think it takes a lot of gall to go from Disney and YouTube to stepping in the ring, even if they're not professional boxers, professional fighters, mixed martial artists. I still don't feel that Anderson Silva. Somebody was paid off. I don't care what nobody say. You're not going to tell me Jake Paul can beat Anderson Silva in anything. So if you believe that was real, cool. Good for you. But I'm going to tell you, I watched this man fight a very long time. And Anderson Silva would have knocked Jake Paul's ass out, whether he was 46 or 26. So whatever that was, cool. Hope he got paid nice little money on the table, Don King style. But bruh, nah, you're not going to tell me that Anderson Silva loses to Jake Paul. But they were just, I digress. But I'm just saying, I don't believe. And he lost to Tommy Fury. So he's going to have a rematch. And, I mean, what's the intrigue? He lost. So people want to see if he rebounds. But if he loses twice, it's really over, right? Like, you're going to have to really jump into like the actual professional boxing and fight real people for people to like give a damn about him anymore. Because like, I don't know, he like captured a lightning in the bottle. Sometimes it don't last that long. Like, for what he did and the time he's done it, great job. And I think maybe it's kind of come to an end, so he might need to switch it up. He made a lot of money, so I hope they, you see, sometimes these guys come off very unhumble. I hope that they save their money. Not saying them, the pause. Some people in general. I saw my boy Goran Dragic was released. I think the Bucks picked him up, which I think is a good pickup. I think it is the Bucks. If the Bucks picked him up, that is a tremendous Goran. Oh my goodness, I put Gorgon. I don't know what I'm trying to write. He plays for the Bucks. Yeah. So that's a huge pickup for him. I like Dragic. I hope he gets him a ring real quick. I do hope that. Just want to answer a quick question that I seen. Jokic, is Jokic a stat chaser? And I'm like, how is he? No, he's playing basketball. Like, what is stat chasing? Are you blowing teams out by 30 and he's still on the court? And I guess that would be stat chasing. But if you're playing games at full length and you beat guys 10, 12 points, I mean, he's a baller. Nobody complaining about Jordan scoring 55 or 40. You know what I'm saying? So why knock him for being better than other people? I don't get it. It's like how some guys praise for one thing and then another guy is hated on for the same thing. LeBron, triple doubles. Russell Westbrook, Doncic, 40-point triple doubles. Jokic, get it? It's stat chasing. Why? Why is it stat chasing? Y'all mad? Y'all don't like Jokic, do y'all? Y'all don't want him to be a 3-time MVP, but you can't be mad at skill. The man got skill. The boy can ball. So Jokic, no hate for you. Mad love. Keep cooking them. Keep cooking them. Kobe said that the international players would start kicking our ass, and they are. Doncic, Jokic, Giannis. I mean, damn it. It's getting nasty. Moving forward. I'm trying to speed this up. CP3. Very simple. What is this? This is unacceptable. An intentional meat shot. Am I the only person that sees that this is wrong?
Sit back out. Good extra pass by DeRozan to Caruso.
Why did Patrick Beverly just take him trying to punch him in his meat twice? Watch it. He tried one time, but his arm didn't get all the way around. So he does it again. Why?
Sit back out. Good extra pass by DeRozan to Caruso.
I don't get it. Like, I know they got a little bad blood, but intentionally trying to punch a man on his meat. Like, what? I don't know. That's just a little awkward to me. I didn't, just want to put that out there. That was just weird. Don't do that again. Serena. Is Serena the greatest tennis player ever? What makes somebody the greatest tennis player ever? If it's solely based upon numbers, then Michael wouldn't be the greatest. What makes somebody greater than the other greats? Is Margaret Court the greatest tennis player, women's tennis player of all time? Is she? She has 24 Grand Slams. Serena has 23. People say Tiger Woods is great, but they don't say he's better than Jack Nicklaus because he is, a couple behind. So what makes Serena the greatest? Do you think Margaret Court could handle that 138 miles per hour first serve? Probably not. She is the greatest in my opinion. She is. No offense, Margaret Court. I know, you don't like that. How y'all just think that she would be. She would. I'm not saying your skill wasn't elite. But in the time that you played, you wouldn't been ready for no woman serve or no volley at you 138, 120 plus miles. You wouldn't been ready. She was so dynamic. She's so dynamic. She's so strong. Each serve would have just she would have gave it her all, but she would not have won that battle there. She would have lost. So yes, I do think that Serena and Venus would have gave her a slim run too. Because remember, at one point Venus was kicking Serena's ass all the time. I just been there rooting for Serena. Come on, Serena, come on. And Venus would just be at the end like, hey, I won. Yes. I won. Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, I love my sister. Oh, well, forget her because I won this time. Like, and she was kicking her butt. Yeah. So, answer my own question real quick. No, Margaret Court, I do think that you are spectacular. I'm not going to take that from you, but I think that if you stood across from Serena Williams and that woman served that ball up at you, you would just be standing there still looking at her. You didn't even see her swing. You just be like, did she? What? When did she? The ball already went by, hit the back wall, bro. Just saying. I would not want Serena to hit me with a tennis ball accident. Serve one. That would hurt, but holding it back. What? Do I got a lump? No. You got a dent. Like, she put a dent in your back. All right. Tiger Woods. Poor Tiger. Poor Tiger. Oh, I do gotta talk about Chris Rock, excuse me. Poor Tiger Woods. Let's see. What does he have going on now? Oh, Tiger Woods apparently is being basically Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend asked the judge to resolve a dispute over an NDA. So his former longtime girlfriend is asking the judge to remove her from a non-disclosure agreement that she claims the 15-time major champion forced her to sign when their relationship started in August 2017. Civil complaint filed Monday in circuit court on the 19th Judicial Circuit in Martin County, Florida, is the latest in a months-long dispute between Erica Herman and the star golfer. Herman believes that the NDA is invalid and unenforceable, and that a trust controlled by Woods is wrongfully using it against her. Herman's attorney is citing a federal law, the Speak Out Act, that prevents the enforcement of non-disclosure agreements in instances of sexual assault and harassment. In a civil cover sheet to the court, Herman's attorney, Benjamin Hodis, indicated the case involved allegations of sexual abuse. Although those allegations might not involve Woods directly. Herman didn't make any specific allegations against Woods. Hodis did not immediately respond to requests for comment. So according to documents obtained by ABC News, Herman in October sued Jupiter Island Irrevocable Homestead Trust, which technically owns Woods' home in Florida. She alleges that she was tricked into going on a short vacation, and then when she arrived at the airport, agents for Woods told her she had been locked out of her residence and would not be allowed to return. She said she had an oral tenancy agreement to live in the house for what the suit called a certain duration of time, and believes damages based on the monthly rental value of the residence would be in excess of $30 million. Woods' legal team filed a motion to dismiss the complaint in November, saying Herman's claims weren't valid because she was not a tenant of the resident under the Residential Landlord-Tenant Act. Woods, 47, skipped the players' week. Who cares? I want to get to the grits. So Herman's attorney alleged that Woods is trying to use the NDA to force Herman to keep details of their relationship private if the judge decides the NDA is enforceable. Herman's attorney asked the judge to specify how it limits her ability to disclose, among other things, her own experiences of her family members, photographs and recordings of herself and her family members, information from sources other than the defendant, and information responding to statements that the defendant has made or published about her or others to provide the falsity of misleading nature of those statements. Really quickly, if it's not sexual assault, don't bring it up. That's just number one. If it's no sexual assault, don't use those words. Secondly, all of these rich, super elite people are weird. Okay, so they are. They got their own whatever their issue is. They're all private. Michael Jordan, how often you see him? He always on a yacht with a goddamn. He on a golf club. I mean, on the golf course, in the top, in the rafters, in the little box at the game, or he on a yacht or somewhere with a big. But these dudes live private lives. Secondly, or thirdly, because of that privacy of their lives, you should know they're going to have you sign an NDA, especially Tiger Woods, because the shit that happened last time, and he don't want it to happen again. So, obviously, if you're going to marry somebody or get involved with somebody who's on an elite level, they're going to ask you to sign some things. They're going to want you to shut your goddamn mouth, and they don't want you to tell the public how shitty they really are. So, I mean, what you going to tell everybody? Oh, Tiger Woods, like John Cena. John Cena has a booklet that he makes his woman, well, I don't know if this woman, but Nikki Bella, he made her sign a booklet contract of sign a contract book. Hey, baby, I love you, but I need you to sign this book, this contract. Just read through it. Couple of things in there I want you just to make sure you understand. But once you get down, she's sitting there looking at it like, I'm just saying, if right, in a random world where artist was just Jay-Z like, right, and I met no, let's say me now met Rihanna, Beyonce, whichever. You don't think they're gonna have me sign an NDA? Who am I? They're gonna be like, hey yo, before you come up in this house, they're gonna have something. Like you're not in like us. You're just here. I would expect it. And then I would expect them to be weird and having butthole orgy parties. I'd be like, oh my God, that's what you do? Please take me out this NDA so I can tell everybody how nasty these people are. They're not going to. The judge is going to be like, look, Tiger Woods going to hit the judge about this. Hey, I'm going to send you $2 million. Give me that thing. Oh, Tiger, I don't know what you're talking about. I would not take your money. Please put it in my bank account right now. I will not take your money. Are you bribing me? Oh, man, we cannot rescind your NDA. Anyways, I'm just saying. I don't see this going the way she wants it to go. All right, before I get into my pro-life, pro-choice, and my abortion thing, I'm going to talk about a couple of weirdos. Really quick, we'll run through them. So, some weirdo, she married her stepdad. And she said it's the greatest thing that she could ever done. In her words, I married my stepdad, and it was the best decision I ever made. This couple was given the phrase father of the bride an entirely new meaning. In celebration of her recent Las Vegas nuptials, a newlywed named Christy broadcast on TikTok. See, this is my thing. This is how I just think everybody's full of shit, right? You got to broadcast your trifling ass, knowing people going to like, you know that's going to garner attention, because this is what it's all about, right? It's always about attention. How much attention can I garner? How much likes? How many viewers? I'm trying not to say the F word. I hate the way today is. I just hate the way people are, the way needy for attention. Why do you need so much attention? Why does 3 million people need to see your butt cheeks on IG or TikTok or wherever you post it? Why do anybody care about your life or what you post or what food you eat or what pool you're at or what hotel you stay at or what beach you sit? Who cares? Why? I don't care. I like y'all. I do. I like you when I see you in person, in public. I don't care. If I see it, you had a baby. Oh, congratulations. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. I'm not getting online every day and scrolling and to read and see what y'all doing. I don't care. If I see somebody doing some music or entrepreneur, oh, cool. Because I'm trying to bring you in here. But outside, I don't care. Why do y'all care? I don't post. I have to force myself. When you got to post up, I post something. I don't care. Don't like it. Like it. Don't watch me. Watch me. I don't do this for you. Who that sound like? It sound like Martin? For you. I don't do this for y'all. Do it because I want to do it. Always. I made music because I want to make music. I do this because I want to do it. It's because I want to do it. That just throws me off. She couldn't just keep this trifling stuff to herself. No. She has to put it on TikTok so millions of people can see it. To see their first impassioned first kiss. And is her mother dead? Or what? How does her mother feel about this? I'm not saying I hope her mother's dead. But I hope in the backstory there's something that happened to her mother where it's like this is open up the door. But even still, did this man raise you? Like he meet you when you was like 12 and now you're like 25? It's weird. I'm trying to understand. So, showed their first kiss. She shared with her groom moments after the pair were pronounced husband and wife. Then the blushing bride revealed that her new hubby allegedly is also her stepdad. Marrying my stepdad was the best decision I ever made. Boasts Christy, a mother of two from Tampa, Florida. Oh, well, yeah, Tampa, Florida, weird. Scientology and all that. Weird. In the on-screen text of her viral video, she has since shared a different story. In the caption for the initial clip, which has, look, 18.8 million views. See? The Giddy Sweetheart stamped the snippet with the cringeworthy hashtag, marry your mom's ex. And unsurprisingly, stunned TikTokers users could do little to hold their peace concerning the unconventional covenant. And then they go on showing what people have said. And they said, is it mom in the girl code? But she said, do my mom still talk? Yes. She said, when I was a minor, she said, was I a minor when I met him? No. Was I groomed? No. Did my stepdad raise me? No. He lived once. Just wanted to throw that out there. And yes, she's a white woman because black families, we ain't playing that. You get your ass, you be shot right there. Black people will shoot you. They don't play around with you like that. Wedding Crashers. You know I love the Wedding Crashers movie, right? So I thought this would be a good story. Well, I guess they saw Wedding Crashers too. But it must have been like produced by Rob Zombie or something. So brothers who crashed the wedding reception are convicted of beating the groom to death. Oh, well, alrighty then. Well, let's do this. Two brothers who crashed the wedding reception and beat the groom to death in Chino in 2019 were convicted in February on second-degree murder and assault for deadly weapon, prosecutors announced. Yo, they have been locked up 4 years waiting on this trial. San Bernardino County prosecutor says Roni Castaneda and Jose, I guess I'm going to say Jose, but it's a U in between the S and the E. So Josu Castaneda, 22, didn't know the groom or his wife, but lived nearby and likely decided to crash the couple's reception after they heard the party unfolding at the home in Chino on December 14th, 2019. He didn't even know him. He just said, man, he playing the music too loud. And he just went down there and beat the man up. Earlier that day, 30-year-old Joe Malgoza and Esther were married. The reception at the Chino home included a mariachi band. Yeah, I would have walked out there too. Hey, turned him off. I'm just messing with you. Mariachi be good music too. A photo booth, bar, DJ, and dancing. Guests later told authorities the brothers were socializing, dancing, and taking photos with the female guests at the reception. They just came through, just chilling. Putting the ears behind your head. Hey, Bill! Standing in the dark behind the fence, they made antagonizing statements to Melgoza to jump over the fence to this side. So they basically left, and then they returned. They came back with baseball bats. So that's when he's standing in the dark behind the fence. They made antagonizing statements to Melgoza to jump over the fence to their side. Once Melgoza and his family jumped the fence, I'm done. Why would he jump the fence? Man, you got your wife, and man, you should be like, listen, hey, ese bato, I ain't fighting you. Okay, I'm going back to make love to my wife, party with my people. He should have rolled out. That man jumped over the damn fence and got killed. So, they jumped the fence. The brothers began hitting them all with bats and fists. Family member pulled the bat away from one of the brothers, who then ran to a nearby home. Melgoza, who was unarmed, followed them. Authorities later found him dead in the yard, suffering from blunt force trauma to the head. The bride's brother was also injured in the attack. Oh man, I tell you, there is something evil in the water. I don't know what it is, but it's in there. And we are sipping it all up. We're coming to a close. It's all Chris's fault. Blame him. A train crash. I leave great, like, I don't even tell myself what the story. I just put train crash. Okay, so now I got to see what the train crash is. Rescuers comb wreckage of Greece's deadliest train crash. I really just did this, probably read this because it just kills me. I just want to just go to show y'all like how nothing is promised. You don't know anything. You don't know what's coming tomorrow, what's coming around the corner. And it just kills me. They always read almost every day. Hundreds, tens, 20s, 30, 40 people getting killed, hurt. It just sucks, bro. So it says rescuers searched late into the night Wednesday for survivors amid the mangled, burned out wrecks of two trains that collided in northern Greece, killing at least 43 people and crumpling carriages into twisted steel knots in the country's deadliest rail crash. Threw some passengers into ceilings and out the windows. My head hit the roof of the carriage with the jolt. Windows shattered. Shower riders with glass. The train from Athens to Thessaloniki, whatever, I'm sorry if I don't know how the hell to say it, was carrying 350 passengers, many of them students returning from raucous carnival celebrations, while the trackers that were both trains were traveling in opposite directions on the same line. So I pray for those families. I hope everybody is recovering well. But like, yo, what are we doing? Like, how does that happen? Like, is this train company gonna be bankrupt? Because I know once I came out of that, I'm like, yo, give me a lawyer and I'm suing the shit out of you. Hey, we think we every day, like, how many people ride the train? Every day. Wouldn't expect that to happen. 2 people can't come back to a TV show because of herpes. That's where it's coming back. Usher. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, I got herpes too. And you got CeeLo Brown with his big, bold, glistening startup head. Scandal scar. What? Why is it Scandal scar? Oh, Scandal scarred. I thought they was trying to make another. Okay, I get it. Scandal scar. I thought I was reading it wrong. Like that. Scandal scar stars Usher and CeeLo Green are no longer welcome on The Voice. Insiders have claimed ahead of the season 23 premiere. Usher served as a coach in season 4 and 6. Green, on the hand, was an original, having appeared in the first season along Blake Shelton, Christina Aguilera, Adam Levine. He lasted 4 seasons in total. 4 seasons 1, 3, and 5. While other megastars like Shakira, who cares? Get to the point of them. So Usher and them won't be getting a call back. It's a great high profile, high-paying gig, but the producers have long memories, and above all, they consider the voice of family show. Scandals like CeeLo's and Usher's are toxic. Green had pleaded no contest in 2014 to furnishing a controlled substance to a woman who accused him of drugging and sexually assaulting her. Denars Barkley, hitmaker, quit the show amid his legal battle, stating in an interview that he walked away for his own personal reasons. But yeah. So Usher, for his part, previously made headlines after he paid out a hefty amount to settle a civil suit brought against him by a woman who claimed he had exposed her to the herpes virus when they had unprotected sex. I think CeeLo and Usher figured once a little time passed, they be asked back. They've been banned for life. Which leads me to this point here. With all of the homosexuality, pansexuality, and all the other sexualities that I don't remember right now, and all the other sexes going on, and men sleeping with men, and men sleeping with women, and the women sleeping with the women, and then the women sleeping with donkeys, and donkeys sleeping with sheeps, and sheep sleeping with flamingos, flamingos sleeping with lions, and lions sleeping back with the woman, and the woman, bruh, y'all need to just be careful at this point. Like, I'm gonna take a break. I'm about to put a fucking shield over my dick, and I'm not having sex no more. I'm done. I'm over it. Because this is how shit get passed on. Just like I just be sitting there thinking, like, I've seen it. If you didn't know, back in my days, 10 years ago, I had did some time for getting in the fight, and after a year fighting the court, I missed the court date, and they sent the U.S. Marshals to come and get me. And I had to spend 105 days in jail waiting for my damn court date for missing one court date that I done made every day for a whole year or whatever. Regardless of the fact, while I was there, I saw a man. I will never forget you. Mr. Red Beard. He had a red beard and brown hair, light skin. I'll never forget him. Came into jail with his best friend. His best friend. How did he get from age 12 to age 15 with his best friend as his roomie? I don't know, but it happened. They had a room cell together, and the guy, Redbeard, will always be on the phone talking to his girlfriend. She will put the money on his books. This is how I started realizing how this happens. I'm gonna connect that. Hold on. So it's a gay Jamaican guy. Ray Sean knew him. I can't remember his name. He was a pretty decent guy, but he ain't play no shit. He would whip your ass. He was like 6'4". Okay, he was ready. Like, he was ready to go up to the next level because he was ready to get. He was ready, but he still be like, "What's up?" Right? Cool. All right. I'm bringing it all around. Just hold your horses. So, I will never forget the day I saw his man moving out of his cell. I said, "Oh, what happened? Y'all beefing?" Because I was on detail. Detail is when you get to stay out, you clean up, but because you clean up, you get extra yard time, extra food, and it was, I'm sorry I'm getting excited about this, but it was horrible in jail. So that was the best part of it. I got to get some free extra TV. The guys be like, "Hey man, can you turn on this channel?" I got you. Click, cut that joint on for him. Anywho, so I go to him, bro. What happened? You and your man beefing? He's like, "Oh no, we ain't beefing, bro." He's like, "I'm switching. Switching with who?" Well, apparently, Redbeard requested for the Jamaican to come in his cell. Huh. Turns out, because I've seen it with my eyes, they had a sexual relationship together. Oh yeah, real comfortable, naked, sitting on the toilet and talking to. They be talking to me. "Hey Art, can you give me a milk? Hey Art, can you come in real quick?" I come over there and I come to his door, and one sitting there naked on the toilet or something, another one sitting there. What the hell? But he getting Redbeard going in with him, but he got his girlfriend put money on his books. That's when it hit me. These guys come in jail, they have sex with men, and then they go out here and they go have sex with their girlfriend. And the girlfriend, they may break up or whatever the case is. But the girlfriend has multiple partners, and she go have sex with them. This guy, you see what I'm saying? So y'all be safe. While y'all talking about I'm pan and I'm can sexual and I'm brand sexual and plan-sexual, and I'm asexual, and I'm trisexual, and I'm bi. Shut up. Shut up, please. It's getting annoying now, all right? You're mechanical sexual. I only have sex with automobile parts. Like, what's next? I like electroshock sexual. I just like my nipples tied up to clamps, and I'm shocked sex. Like, y'all are sickening. Oh, I'm animal sexual. I only like to do it with. I need to settle it down. Okay? I need to settle back. Because AIDS is going to be braids. Y'all going to add 2 more letters on that jump. It's going to get so mixed up. It won't be AIDS no more. It's going to be bad. It's just going to be like, it's going to be brutal. That joke's going to be like, they just going to call the disease brutal. Because you will get it, it's over. Like, yeah, what are y'all doing? All right, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing because, yo, you should be scared because you don't know who's who anymore. Oh, yeah, I be smashing that pussy every night, and then he be having sex with a guy. Just saying. Don't hit me. Don't be mad at me. I'm telling you the truth. Smooth sleeping with that dude. Matter of fact, I just seen a video, very sad video, a woman at Walmart. And the guy's like, this gay man is like, yeah, I'm on the phone with Jamal, and you better start calling my boy. And she's like, you are not talking about my man. He's like, yes, I am. His birthday is 2/10/1984, and all that. She's like, yes, I'm calling my man. Like, oh my goodness. So here she is thinking her man is straight the whole time, and he doing the tiddling, flipping, thing and winging with this guy. So I'm just saying, bro, just be careful, be smart, and damn it, get checked nowadays. Say 6 months, every 2 months. If you active 2 months, you better check Jeffrey. He done left a goddamn gangrenosaurus on that ass. All right, I said gangrene, gonorrhea. That too. Man arrested after allegedly trying to open emergency door on a plane and stabbing flight attendant. Wow. A Massachusetts man was arrested for allegedly attempting to stab a flight attendant in the neck with a broken metal spoon 3 times during a flight from Los Angeles to Boston on Monday after attempting to open an emergency exit door, according to the Justice Department. So, it was on United Airlines flight. So, again, I'm only telling y'all this to be mindful, be careful, watch what the hell is going on. I'm often mad at my daughter, Kennedy, the most because she's always looking down at her phone and she misses things or she walks into stuff and it's like, yo, you need to be like aware of your surroundings at all times. Like, you just can't just be walking around oblivious to things anymore. You will get your ass snatched up out of here before you even know it. Or somebody would try to stab you in your goddamn neck or do some. You never know. People are weird. That's why I stay in the smoke shop, baby. Oh, I'm in the shop. Staying in here. I ain't coming out. No, I'm gonna be a bit smoking all my weed. Oh yeah. So this new song I was working on. It's called "Staying in the House All Day and Smoking My Green." Look out for iTunes, and Spotify and YouTube Music. So it's coming. Anywho, but yeah, just be careful about these people. I did see and read that a girl was shot. A pregnant woman was shot dead because she was trying to steal a car. And the people was like, how could somebody shoot a pregnant woman? Well, if she was sitting in his car stealing it, how does he know she's pregnant? But after he shot her, they say he just got out. I mean, he walked up, opened her door, threw her out on the street, and got his. It's not. I'm sorry. I don't know why I just kind of chuckled at that. I be saying things in my head like a movie. So sometimes I kind of see a movie like it just makes me laugh. But yeah, he threw her. Oh, yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick. It's just a lot of craziness going on. And last thing before I get to the main point of this, because this is the longest podcast I've done in a while. We are almost at 2 hours. Chris Rock, his selective outrage. I really enjoyed this Netflix special. He talked about Will Smith. He cooked Will Smith. And he made a lot of strong points. He did. I think that he was really hurt by it. If it's real, if it's not, whatever you think. But Chris Rock, at the end of that stand-up, he seemed really genuinely bothered by what Will did, because he had basically started saying how he cared about Will and how he always rooted for Will, and he never talked about Will or never called Will a bitch. Like, he started naming all the people that called him a bitch and how he was, this and that, his wife. He was talking about this whole thing. And then he was like, out of all those people, you hit me. Somebody that you bigger than that you can beat. That's some bitch ass shit. That is real. I never really thought of it like that. And then he kind of gave a little background. I saw that people was upset with this. I'm going to say this. I'm not going to stay here too long. I just want to say this. What made stand-up comedy great was them going and crossing into that gray line. That's what makes stand-up comedy great. To make fun of the things that you normally won't make fun of. Why can't we make jokes anymore without somebody taking it personal? It's jokes. We're gonna discredit Red Fox. We're gonna discredit Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphys. We're gonna discredit the Chris Rocks, the Chris Tuckers, the Steve Harveys, the Cedric Entertainers. We're gonna discredit what's my man? God damn it, that's my man. Can't remember his name right now. But we're gonna discredit all these great comedians because now we're so woke that you can't take a joke. Like, he was saying some things like he think that a child should be aborted all the way up to the age of their first report card. If you really think that man believes that, you're a fool. It's jokes, okay? I'm not saying that's what people are mad at. I'm just saying it's jokes, and it's foolhardy for people to take jokes so seriously. That's what makes comedy great. Being able to laugh at the nonsense, at the things that people take so serious. We're laughing at it. So I had no problem with Chris Rock's stand-up, and I thought it was very funny. And I'm a huge Will Smith fan, but the story, the side that he gave, and the way it looked like he was genuinely upset, like hurt by that. I like what he said. He kept it 100, and he went on Jada Pinkett as well as he should have, because I don't like her either. And he went on Will Smith as well as he should for the reasons that he gave. So that's that. Let's dive into some things. And really, this came up because of this show. I was thinking, he asked a question. He says, is abortion only a woman's issue? And it made me think. I really started thinking, is abortion only a woman's issue? Should it be left up to women? Yes, as far as decision making, like if a council of women are going to come together and they come up with this decision, sure, there should be no men that have a vote in this. It's not something that we deal with. But That's different from, is an abortion only a woman's issue? And no, it's not. And the reason why I say that is because I have 3 daughters. It would be my issue. I would want to know that my daughters have the right to make whatever choice they feel is right for them. Obviously, the conversation of being smart and trying to protect yourself would be had. But we're all adults. Oh, we're all human, excuse me. And we do things. And if, say, she's in a point in her life where she can't afford to have a baby right now, her career is going on up and up, we don't know what it's like to carry a baby. We don't know what it's like to have our guts pushed around our chest and put on pounds of weight, and our chest and bodies change, and your nose change, and your feet, and the back pains, and we don't know what that's like. So zip, shut the hell up. But I would think that it's not only a woman's issue. I think it's a father's issue of the child as well. There should be some type of conversation, at least, even if it's your body. Even if, I get it, oh, it's my body, I get it, but you still owe the man at least a conversation. Even if you're telling him, listen, I have to get rid of this baby. You need to at least let him know. You just can't do it and tell him afterwards. That's wrong. But at the end of the day, I think they should still, this whole taking the abortion away, especially when people been raped and sexually assaulted or just lied, like the guy took a condom and poked a hole in it or something. You never know. That's not fair to force anybody to do anything like that. So, is an abortion only a woman's issue? I would say it's not. But when it comes to decision making on women's bodies, it is. Because again, we don't understand what it's like to even deal with that. That's a whole growing person inside of you is something that I don't want to comprehend. It's brutal. Oh no. Hell no. So I just wanted to say that really quickly. Because I was just thinking about that when he said that. Like, when I get some more people to talk about it, then we'll get over here and have a better conversation on it. But as a short answer, is an abortion only a woman's issue? No. I think that it's everyone's issue in the sense that the mother, the father, me being the father, the mother of the daughter, like everybody should have input or at least something to say. No. Grandparents might have nothing to say. But I'm just saying, like, as me being the father, I would love I need my daughters to have that ability to do what they feel they need to do with their bodies. Because nobody is telling men what to do with theirs. So why do we feel like we can do that on that side? But when it comes to decisions being made on the woman body, that should be solely women. And we are coming up on the 2-hour mark, which is time for me to go. So wait. Hey, thank y'all for sticking with me. If you did, check out my boy again. Remember, we're trying to support the DMV. His videos has been crucial. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It's on IG. But we trying to build something here. That's why we started this whole, well, this ideas thing. So hey, I'm done talking to y'all. Get some rest. Smoke some weed. Peace.